Good morning and welcome to Multiply Mornings. My name's Dan, and today we're talking about YouTube just further branching out into the mainstream. So if you don't know who Casey Neistat is, he's one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube. Recently stopped his incredibly successful daily vlog, just quit it, says he's trying new things. And very shortly after yesterday, we found out that part of the reason why was more than likely the fact that he just sold his social media platform, Beam, to CNN for an estimated, by people who are close to the deal, $25 million. Now, here's one of the odd things about this deal, okay? So we've seen YouTube companies go for big money. Maker Studios went for like $500 million several years ago when it sold to Disney. Full Screen is owned by, NBC. I mean, so many people have CNET by CBS. So many of these people have so many things that are intertwined more than you know right now. But it's really interesting to see this because this is like a interesting acquisition. So let me get into details. So Beam, if you don't know, is a really interesting kind of weird, never really took off social media platform, which Casey Neistat helped to co-found, where you shared videos unedited, unfiltered. You basically took your phone, put it to your chest or to your up here, and when you blocked your proximity sensor, it would begin to record a video. As soon as you took it off, it uploaded. There was no editing, nothing. You couldn't have any control. It was supposed to be an unfiltered look at a view into your life. And so it was a really interesting idea. I took a look at it. I tried it out myself. There wasn't enough features or anything that grabbed me personally to use it. So why did CNN buy this? Well, actually, the funny thing about this was CNN purchases Beam for this estimated $25 million. And the first act they did was to shut it down. Literally, they just shut down the social media platform. And Casey Neistat essentially is creating a new brand within CNN that he has full creative control over, that is basically a media news outlet brand. We don't really know what it's going to look like. It's supposed to debut sometime in the summer of 2017. We really know very little other than he will have creative control and that the Beam team is going to be involved with it. So we really don't know a lot. But what's really interesting about this is it's such a big push into this whole new medium that's really interesting to see. Casey Neistat has, without a doubt, captured millions with 5.8, I think is what his subscribers are right now. 5.8 million people, and that's grown like hand over fist. It's just like he was just garnering subscribers like crazy. So obviously he knows how to capture an audience. And I think CNN wants this because the newer generation, and as Casey Neistat stated himself, has a very big distrust of the news because we see so much falsehoods with the Facebook stories that have been so sporadic, a lot of fake news going around. We saw that recently, even just yesterday, with a story that went viral about CNN having pornography played for 30 minutes or something like that on CNN. That wasn't even true. It just went completely viral. I mean, mega news outlets are picking this up, and it was completely untrue. Just some person tweeted out a random thing, and it ran off like that. So in this viral point, it's nice to see, I guess, it's that young people want a different voice. CNN obviously wants to tap into that voice. What it will look like, I don't know. Casey Neistat's a pretty liberal guy. We saw that in his Hillary Clinton plea that he made. He's also made several other points about his political positions throughout the case of his blog. So we know that. So whether it's going to be a left-leaning thing, probably. The vast majority of news entities are liberal biased today, so it's no different there. But I don't want to count it before it's done, so it would be interesting to see what it looks like. Now, what this means, I don't know. I think it's really interesting to see that they're beginning to want to pluck this talent. I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, Philip DeFranco, another massive news entity as it is. I watch him every day. I really enjoy Philip DeFranco. Obviously, his network is owned by Discovery. So, I mean, it's not like it's something new. CNET is owned by CBS, I know. The Verge, let's see, The Verge is owned by, I think Vox Media. So you see that these companies, they're owned by massive companies already. They're not small time anymore, and it'll be interesting to see what this looks like. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you care? Do you know? Who is Casey Neistat? That's what you're asking yourself right now. I'd love to hear what your thoughts. Moving on to our next little thing, guys, just our video of the day. Video of the day is going to be the new Mythbusters trailer that just dropped. If you don't know, it's not Mythbusters, actually. It's like the Carrie, I can't remember all their names, but it was the kind of, I won't say the B team, but it was a side crew on Mythbusters. They got a show on Netflix coming out, and it looks interesting. It looks very Mythbusters-esque, But a little bit different idea. So it'll be interesting to see. I like Mythbusters, and I'll be interested to see what this one does too. So check it out down below in the links in the description down below. Okay, guys. So in our closing today, in our focus time, where we just hone in, you know, I've been going through the Book of Psalms, as I've said here recently. I've been going through it, just diving in, and I found this interesting piece of scripture. Once again, I mean, Psalms is just such a heart plea to me. It's just David crying out. But there's a point here that really spoke to me as far as where I'm at in my life right now. It's actually going to be Psalms 26, 4 through 5. Just 2 verses here. It says, "Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. For you I will wait all the day long." Now, I think this is something interesting because, you know, I'm at this point now where I want to know what God's will is for my life. I want to know where we're going. I think I have an idea, but, you know, what timetables and stuff. I'm so ready for God to do something with this right here, guys. I mean, just bull face. I'm just going to say it right there. Like, I'm just ready for Multiply Media to do something because we put hours and struggled and fought through it. And I'm like, no, I just want something to happen. But, you know, David's sitting here saying this. He says, "Make it known to me your ways, O Lord." And I think there's something clear here. First off, I mean, obviously every one of us wants to know, where's God taking this? Where is my life going? You know, with tragedies, just yesterday, the Ohio State incident there where there was a student who drove in and crashed into a group of students and started just slashing people with a knife. I mean, you've got just this political situation we're seeing right now. There's so much stuff going on. God, where are you taking this is the question. But I think I love David's heart. It says, "Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me." So what I think this is saying, first off, David's here in this moment. He's not sitting here thinking to himself, man, you know, God, what's going on? He's like, God, I want to know what's going on, but teach me. Show me what you want me to be. David's not just saying, God, do it. I want you to just make it clear, make it happen, put me back in my castle so I'm all cool. David's literally sitting here saying, God, I just want to know your heart. Teach me your heart. Why you do what you do? What's going on here? Where am I going? I think it's so important, guys, because it's easy for us to get caught up in the moments and miss out on the lessons we can learn along the way. I just got diagnosed with diabetes, you know, and I'm sitting here and you know, some days, I mean, literally, it's an emotional roller coaster because, you know, at one moment I'm like, okay, God, I give this to you. I'm so excited. I'm not excited, but I'm ready. You know, I'm like, it's okay, God. I'm gonna do this. I mean, you're gonna use this for my better. But then the next moment I'm like, I really want that sweet thing and I can't have it anymore. I really want to eat what I want to eat. I don't want to eat this food anymore. I don't want to count my carbs. I don't want to do all this stuff. I get so mad. I get down. I'm like, why does this have to happen? You know, but then the thing is, we don't know what God's doing. I want God to teach me. There's a heart of learning in there, guys. And I think it's so easy for us to get caught up in this and that and there and miss the lessons along the way. You know, we look back at life so often, we think to ourselves, man, I learned so much there. I didn't even realize what was going on. I think one of the best quotes about this was Andy from The Office. Now, if you don't watch The Office, it's a fun show. But he's sitting there in the last episode, he says, you know, the whole time I was here in the office, all I could think about was being the good old days when I was in college and hanging out with my buddies. And now I'm where I thought I wanted to be, and all I can do is think back to being here. I just wish you knew you were in the good old days when you were in the good old days. And that's the truth, guys, is that I wish we knew where I'm at learning-wise, where I was at, what God was teaching me when I was there so I could have got it faster so I keep moving on. Teach me, oh God. And then the last thing he always says, he says, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I will wait all the day long. I mean, there's something there that he is the God of our salvation. And for him, he's worth waiting for. And I think it's so true, guys, because life is a just cluster of just craziness and just insanity. And we have to find the moments to harvest what God's trying to tell us when we can. You see, it's so easy for us to get caught up here or there and miss out on the reality that God has a plan for you where you're at. And for him and his goodness and his greatness, I'll wait forever. And I'll wait and I'll suffer and I'll have pain and sorrow and it'll be worth it. That's where I leave you guys today. Find that point in your heart to say, God, teach me where I'm at. I don't need to be here because it's so often for us to think like this will make me happy. Where can I find joy in my placement in life currently? That's the beautiful thing. If you find that, you'll never go unhappy again because you'll have joy where you are, no matter where you are. All right, guys, so leave a comment down below. What do you think about Casey Neistat's deal? Do you think it's crazy? Do you think it's interesting? What do you even know who Casey Neistat is? I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the new Mythbusters show, and what you thought about what we talked about today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early at 5 a.m. with another video. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I think it's actually here now, or maybe here. Subscribe to the channel. Let us know you enjoy it by giving us that thumbs up. It really does help the channel. And share this video to your friends. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Dan. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.